Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com and today we are sharing the next kit for how to kill a kit with style. If you've not already checked out everyone else, I'll have them linked down below if you're interested to check out their kits for the next couple of months. If you're new here, How to Kill a Kit with Style is a fun group of creators that come and go as they please, and we make kits and we have fun using them, and then we share what we've created at the end of the month in a nice hop. So if you'd like to stick around and see my kit, please be sure to check out everyone else down below as well. Today we have something fun. We have a new theme. Last time, if you missed it, I'll have a playlist link down below. We did mood board inspired kits. This time we're doing kits inspired by older supplies in our stash, an older collection. Now, I took this to heart and went searching. Through a bout of spring cleaning, I was able to find something that's pretty old that's in my stash. Some of you may recognize it, some of you may not. And it's in a box, and it was the pride and joy of early on in my scrapbooking journey. It is the Three Birds X Scrapaganza Scrapbooking Coordinates box. I believe this was only on HSN, which we all know HSN used to be the prime heyday of where to find scrapbooking supplies. They still can host quite a few different crafting collections, so definitely check them out if you haven't. But I'll take the closer to you guys might recognize Three Birds logo. They used to have so much stuff, and this was something that was on my wish list. I believe I got it for my birthday, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to ask my father if he remembers when he bought this for me. But how stinking cute is this box, and that I've kept it all this year. And it's also a very sturdy box. I know a lot of us like sturdy storage, so I thought I would use this as my inspiration for my kit. And what I've also decided, instead of building out a full kit, and you'll see a little bit more why as we get into sharing what's in this box and what came with it, there's a lot going on in here. It is not just one collection. It's like a multitude. It's a full purpose box. You'll never need another box in your life if you're just starting scrapbooking. This was the go-to. Hence why I got it. So while I have used parts of it, it has a lot of life left in it. So as I'll be using different parts of it, I'll also be coordinating other pieces of my stash into it, because I'm going to need some more cardstock that's thicker than the stuff that comes in this kit. I'm going to need other embellishments because this does not have the full gambit of what's available now. So maybe some like wood veneer, some washi tape, and then I've pulled in some stamps because this did not come with any, so I can keep on my stamping journey and try to use some of those. So let's get started with what came in the original kit here. The grand reveal, everything says Extravaganza on it, so don't you worry, you're going to get your full fill here. The first thing, 3 sheets of glitter felt shapes. I've used some of these, surprisingly. These were great on winterscapes. Not the hot pink though, and not the glittery blue. So on my list to maybe use one of these, and everything came stored on jump rings, which is probably where I got the inspiration to move a lot of my things to jump rings. When I moved to college, I put all my stickers on jump rings. It's just a really easy, effective way to keep a lot of similar shaped things together. So that is one item that came in the kit. The goodie box of shapes also came in the kit, and this is where you'll get the first look at the different types of categories we're working with here. So if I tilt it this way, you can see little labels there. We have a bunch of options. So in these come brads, chipboard. I believe some have buttons. Yeah, there's some buttons in there. Mostly chipboard though. So isn't that, and I also see some that have jumped ship. This fish does not belong there, but there's 8 different mini kits within this. So we have bright, pastel, earth, sweet, tropical, elegant, fresh, and bold. And let me give you guys a closer up look so you can kind of get a little bit of view of everything there. And look at how cute this tackle box is. I always knew I was going to keep this box if I ever finished everything that was in here. Sorely mistaken that I thought I'd ever finish everything that was in here. Next up, and this goes with it, so don't worry, that's just an extra of mine, is the 8 sheets of sticky, sparkly chipboard shapes. That's a mouthful. But these are also tabbed for each of the different collection kits. And like I said, I do not have a year on this box. I've looked everywhere for a copyright date, you know, some sort of date of when this released, but I could not find one. But I know it's definitely before I was in high school. So this is the Brights one, and you can tell there's glitter if I do a little dance there. This is the pastels, one of my favorites. And sometimes when you pop a chipboard piece out, you don't want to use it. And that's why I have this extra little baggie of pieces. These are all ones that have not made the cut onto pages. So they're in purgatory right now, but they'll be used eventually. The earth one, which is also one of my favorites that I used to use a ton. And again, there's glitter on all these pages. Some show up a lot better than others. This one is underrated. I think this is the funniest thing. I think it is so cute. You guys know if you watched the Q1 set, I've been working on a vacation album, and we might just have to bring in some of this whimsy. Again, there's the sparkly shine. And these have held up very well over the years, despite being, you know, stored in a box. The bold, which is one of my least favorites of the kit. It always has been. It's just a little bit too much for my normal taste. Grabbing other things by accident. And then we have the fresh, which of course should be my favorite because I used to love these green tones. Then we have elegant, which is giving wedding. It's giving very regal. Again, all of these are full glitter. No one can escape the glitter. And lastly, we have sweet here, which is kind of a cross between the pastels and the elegant. But that is your introduction really to the 8 sets that we have going here. Now we get to move on to the paper that comes with it. And luckily for you, there's no longer 48 pattern papers, and there's no longer, I think there's only one alphabet sticker sheet that's made it this long, but I will show you guys all of the fun things that are inside this box and in this paper pad, if I can get it out. It's still pretty thick though. We still have a lot to choose from. But if I do need to bring in something else, we definitely will. So down here at the bottom, we also have the tabs as expected. So I'm going to turn this so you guys can see it a little bit better. Each one comes with a sticker sheet, which is really nice because there's no glitter on this. There was a lot of glitter in the kit. Luckily, no glitter here. And these are super fun. As you can tell, there's quite a few themes. So this one's supposed to be pretty much school themed, you know, trying to capture all of those school related memories. Some of these papers are atrocious. I cannot lie to you. I don't know when I'll use this one. It kind of freaks me out, but it's giving Dr. Seuss, you know. This one, I could see this one being for some school pictures. Very Crayola. Then we have 2 of each of those. Then we have the stars, 2 of each of those. And then we have 1 of the red cardstock left. And I believe this is white based. So if I did rip it, it'd be white core, but it's this nice like tomato red. That's all that's left in that one. Then we move on to pastels, which some of these stickers have been used, which is great on me. I'm very happy about that. But you'll see there's a lot of repetitive motifs here. So if you use a sticker, you'll have a matching chipboard typically. So you got to kind of be careful of which ones you're using where. We have a couple scraps in here. Then we have this one. And then there's the second one. They're so thin, sometimes they just go right through your fingers. Oh, something happened here. Not the best tear page. Then we have this one. I actually really love this paper, but you might be able to tell you can't see through it, which is a little alarming. So we'll definitely need to bring in some cardstock to help us on some of these pages. This is the Earth collection. Very family, very nostalgic feeling. Really love the color scheme. I have used this paper before, so we're only down to 1 of these guys. I've also used this paper before, so we're down to 1 of these. And then if you look here, this is like almost the exact same shade as the last one. It's supposed to be more of an orangey red. It's definitely still very tomato red, even in real life. It's maybe slightly more on the warm tone, but we have 2 of those to work through. Next up is Tropical. Again, I underrated this when I was younger. Look how adorable this turtle, these fish are, the swimwear on a beach towel. Iconic. Love it. Can't wait to use it. This is also hilarious. I think some pictures from the Nemo ride at Disney World. You know, I'm just thinking of some ideas. We do have 2 of these though, so I can't wait to figure out if I get to use one of these this month. Then we have some flip-flops. Again, some very vastly different illustration styles throughout. So 2 flip-flops here. This sort of like beach towel stripe. 2 of those as well. And then of course we have this bright blue cardstock, just what you were looking for, I'm sure. And then we get to move into the bold category. Again, not my favorite. Just a little bit too much for my normal scrapbooking taste, but good to know it's here if I need to use it. We have this paper, which made my camera go blurry. That's how bad it is. We'll keep going. Then we have this guy here, also loud, and that's all I have to say. A little louder than the other one somehow. A nice cut apart maybe. I think the other version I had of this I did cut apart. A little harder to use that way, but it's an option. then we've got bright blue and bright purple. I guess this is more of a dull purple, but you can kind of see there. The camera doesn't like it, so we'll keep moving on. Then we have the fresh category. 1 sticker. Okay, 3 stickers used. The owls are cute. Maybe do a quick owl card. Let me know if you guys would be interested in cards, especially from these 12 by 12 sticker sheets. Everybody's been putting out sticker sheets lately, and sometimes you just get some weird stuff on them, and maybe we can do a challenge trying to use those. Love this paper. Very distressed, which was definitely the thing back in the day, so we might have to rough up some edges and have a lot of fun doing some layering with this polka dot set. Paisley, of course, very more popular back then as well. But we've got 2 sheets that we have to learn how to do something with. And then, oh, the cardstock's falling out. But we've got 2 of this green. Now, a lot of people don't like this shade of green, but I think it can work pretty well. I think so. At least that's me. Then we move on to elegant, very love-centric, very wedding you and me themed. How do I love thee? Very cute. Very whimsical as well. We have like this almost like a damask paper, very light blue. I don't know if this is supposed to be distressed like this or if it's from the wear and tear. Oh, both of them have it. That's good news. So we have 2 black polka dot with a slightly teal dot. And then we have like these racer stripes. It looks like a road to me, but it's supposed to be like a pinstripe vest, I'm assuming. And then we have a teal cardstock left to go with that one. And these are such smooth cardstocks, I will say that. This is buttery smooth, but it's not the thickest cardstock, but it's also not the thinnest paper I've worked with. So moving on, we have Sweet. How adorable. It's giving candy colors, very Valentine's Day almost. We've got this beautiful golf vest almost. Again, the camera's not loving the patterns that we're showcasing, but we'll continue on. This one's kind of hard to see. It's a very, very finely printed pink. It's a paisley with like a dark pink, but then the background's a cream. Let me see if I can bring this closer and see if the camera will accept my token. There we go. Now you can see the pattern there. It's so delicate. I have no idea what type of photos I would use with this because I wouldn't want them to overwhelm the paper either. And we have 2 of those. Then we have this guy. I believe I used this before on a winter page, so that worked really well. And then we have a red cardstock. I don't know where the red came from. I think this might have been a misprint perhaps. I am unsure. Or it's just a spacer for the alphabets. Now the alphabets have been through some stuff. You might see some tatteredness up here. That's a lot of the A's from the alphabet. They did not fare well. Now luckily we have 2 sheets because we have 4 on each that match each of the designs. But we did lose a lot of A's. So I'd like to apologize now to all the A's. This is also an Echo Park scrap paper. That's not supposed to be here. But we do have some stuff to work with. Will I use these alphabets? Probably not. We'll probably go visit the other sections of my craft room to find something for that. But that is what came in the extravaganza, and that's very hard to say, I don't know why. Scrapbooking kit. We got my extra embellishments here from the chipboard set. But we've done this before. I've been here before. We've worked with this before in the past, especially with a kit style like this. So I wanted to add in just a couple things, just a couple. And that was mostly stamps. Again, I want to try to keep up with my stamping game. I've been stamping a lot on photos in my pocket pages. I just want to keep doing it. So I brought in some stuff, not knowing what I'll be scrapbooking with this kit. It's really a free range kit. We'll see what I can pull in. We'll see what else I'll need to pull in. But I decided to pull in some Disney stamps. These 2 sets are from Social Paper Plan. And since the Extravaganza kit, I can't link down below, although I'll try to see if someone's reselling it. I will have some of these manufacturers linked down below for these wonderful stamps. So this small business focuses on a lot of Disney stuff. So I pulled in these 2 sets to hopefully do some Disney pages. Since the stickers here don't have a lot of room, no labels for journaling, there's only like 1 or 2 per each collection, I thought I'd bring in my label set here from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I've loved it. I've used it before. I really like the square ones. We'll see what else we get up to with that. New, have never been used, is my LE Studio Medium Hazel stamp. I was thinking Hollywood Studios, maybe those school versions in here on the bold section, or the bright section rather. I think that these could work really well as a title. Because of the tropical section, I brought in this My Favorite Things. It's one of their older stamp designs, as you can tell. This one's called Sea Life. I've used this on a couple cards, but I thought it'd be nice to use some of the coral or the starfish and sand dollars on some of those tropical pages we might get into. And lastly, I've been trying to use more of my background stamps. I find it very difficult to use them. I'm not gravitated towards using them, but I thought this would work with several of the different kits depending on how you stamp it. And this one, I'm not seeing a title on the front here. It is called Flower Garden Bold Prints, and I believe I picked this up at Joann's. So this one should still be readily available, even though we've got some older stuff. So we've got a lot of old, you know, we've got some older things, but we also have a lot of new in terms of things we can incorporate from our stash. So I think in terms of having the kit theme being inspired by an old collection, we've done that. We've got the old in here. I'd love to make a bigger dent in this Extravaganza kit. Obviously, it's not exactly my style. I don't think a lot of people are using felt anymore. I actually used to own a lot more felt pieces for scrapbooking, but I've donated a lot of them over the years now. But these ones have held on, so I'd like to pay homage and try to use up as much of this as I can. It comes in a gorgeous box. I'm going to be keeping it forever probably because it is so nostalgic to have this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below of this and what we want to do with it, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments which collection in here you're most excited to see. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll chat with you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!